Hi everyone, my group and I decided to keep our focus on the Uplands neighborhood in the eastern quadrant of Oak Bay within Victoria, BC. Uplands was purchased for $275,000 in 1907 by Robert and Turner. After its purchase, John Olmsted was hired as the creative designer and planner for the landscape. Uplands quickly developed into the garden suburb it is today in the early 20th century.
The garden city movement is a form of urban planning which incorporates both town and country. The concept was first introduced in 1898 by Ebenezer Howard. Before his time, town and country were two separate concepts with no overlap. Howard's idea was to mold the two together and create a garden city. Ebenezer's ideal garden would house thousands of people on a large plot of land and would incorporate open green spaces full of public parks and be self-sufficient. Howard's movement of the garden city caught on and in later years was one of the main influences on urban planning and the modern suburb. His legacy is seen throughout the globe in many major cities, including Victoria. The suburb of Uplands is a perfect example of what Ebenezer Howard imagined and was designed by John Olmsted.
So Olmsted had a specific vision for Uplands. He was looking for, and I quote, an elegant neighborhood with estate-sized lots, serpentine streets, and the signature green-globed ornate lampposts. The houses are built to impress, and the sprawling gardens are carefully manicured. Uplands prides itself on its well-kept lawns and its ever-flourishing flower beds, lining the mansions located along Beach Drive. Throughout Uplands, we see these controlled landscapes, where said gardens and lawns must look a certain way at all times to keep up with the high-income aesthetic and exclusivity that Uplands so strongly emulates.
Uplands today is one of the wealthiest and most prestigious neighborhoods in North America. According to multiple statistics websites, it's considered to have some of the most expensive real estate in Canada. Uplands is known for its old money, however, most of the workforce is currently employed in white-collar jobs with an average household income of $172,000 a year. Another interesting statistic is that 90% of Uplands inhabitants own their own home instead of renting it from someone else, which is way higher than the national average of 69%. Similarly, most of its current inhabitants possess university degrees or other forms of higher education than that of an average Canadian neighborhood. Regarding marital status, 63% of the people are married, while 22% are single, and the rest are either divorced or widowed. The most common household size in Uplands is 2, and furthermore, very few 6-person plus households exist in the community. Conclusively, according to demographics, Uplands can be considered an elitist neighborhood whose demographics anomalies are as common as their fancy cars and enormous yachts.
Uplands Golf Club was founded in 1922. The presence of a golf club facilitates strong community social values in its elite neighborhood. Its semi-private golf club is situated on 120 acres of elegant groomed landscape. Known for its tree-lined fairways, Uplands Golf has produced a tree management system that monitors over 2,000 trees. Uplands Golf is the only course in Canada where each tree is tagged, geo-referenced, and given its own management plan. A bird's nest auction initiative has contributed to a rich diversity of over 95 bird species. This enhances the members' and guests' experience. The golf course has a community fundraising event conveying the importance of social experience in this community.
Uplands has a private yacht club and public beach access in several locations. The presence of a yacht club provides evidence of the wealth of the community, contributing to social and economic aspects of the Uplands area.
And in the afternoon, if things are still the same, you've always held a key to effect a change. What more need I say when you're running away from me?
As a group, we chose to look at the different landscapes throughout the residential area and how the demographic and bylaws correlate with the priorities of Uplands residents' overall exclusive landscape.
A few of the bylaws of Uplands include: no dwelling shall be constructed or reconstructed with the design the same, similar to, or strongly resembling any existing dwelling within 500 feet of the building lot. The keeping of any cow, horse, goat, sheep, or swine is prohibited. The keeping of any more than 2 dogs over the age of 3 months is prohibited. Every owner or occupier of land in the district of Oak Bay shall keep such land clear of the accumulation of graffiti, filth, discarded materials, or any rubbish of any kind. Uplands bylaws prevent the degradation of the neighborhood and encourage a sense of pride for its community's home.
The Uplands is a seaside setting within the boundary of the large Upland Park. It has a seaside expanse of jagged rocks, trees shaped by the wind, and dramatic ocean views. The organic landscape contrasts sharply with the manicured lawns and flower beds in front of the mansions that line Beach Drive.
We also chose to compare and contrast the Uplands residential area with the Uplands Park to show the drastic difference between the natural, organic, and unkempt Garry Oak ecosystem versus the controlled, exclusive, urban green space that Uplands illustrates.
Uplands Park is an undeveloped area of 30 hectares bound by residents, suburban streets, and ocean on the eastern boundary. Uplands Park provides an excellent example of a Garry Oak meadow. The park is well used informal trails, boat launch ramps, a manicured area with a war memorial, a scenic waterfront drive, parking lot benches, and picnic tables. The park provides an intrinsic environmental, aesthetic, recreational benefits. The park community enhances property values, municipal values, and attracts home buyers, workers, and retirees.
Come and join me on my cloud. How you must wonder in the evening. Everything got so turned around. Everything.
The Uplands has retained sensitivity to the natural beauty of the site while ensuring an area that is comfortable and inviting, making it the perfect garden city.
Got so turned